It was here.
Welcome to our live. Good evening to you all.
Is it very small?
Yeah, not very
There's a paper or another one?
No. We'll be starting soon. We have few minutes left, and then we start at 7 p.m. This is going to be.
I'll check and see if that's it.
No, it's okay. If you can find it. Thank you. This is going to be a 30-minute section. 30-minute session. So if you are here early, that's a good thing because you will be done soon. Good evening to you all. Welcome to our live. This is my cake shop. So if you were with us yesterday, we were talking about egg incubators. Okay, it was an introduction to egg incubators. What egg incubators are, the necessary features of egg incubator. And today we want to talk about some of the things and some of the keywords you will come across when you are into egg incubation. If you can't see it, it's okay. I'll just see Alright. So what's the time now?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Yes, 7 o'clock.
Alright, so good evening to you all. This is my Mykit shop. If you were with us yesterday, these are the various teams or grades in which we have grouped our students, okay, for this incubator making session, okay. So we have 4 grades: grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, okay. And we are suggesting and encouraging our viewers, our clients, our students to try and get the kits so that when we are learning, when we are doing and connecting the things, you also have it at home and you are trying it out, okay. So grade 1, this is what is required and it will be delivered to you, okay. Delivery is inclusive. Grade 1, 373. Grade 2, these are the items with delivery is this, and then also grade 3, 1,516, and then grade 4, 2,121. So with grade 1, you can do up to 60 eggs. Incubator that can take up to 60 eggs. Grade 2, you are looking at up to 60 to 100. Then grade 3, up to 300 eggs. And then grade 4, up to 352 eggs. All right. So today we are spending just 30 minutes to hold a discussion on some of the keywords that you come across or you will use when you are making your incubator, okay. So if any of you is having challenges hearing me, you can let us know in the comment section. All right. If I've written something that you can't see clearly, kindly let us know. Okay, so we are looking at the key words or terms that you need to know when you are dealing with incubators. Incubators, okay. Let me make it egg incubators. All right, good. So my name remains Semeko, okay. So all the Ifos and Davis amongst us, Yahweh Zolo Semeko. All right, I'll be taking you through today's section. Okay, so can we move on? Yeah, so some of the key words, and as I move on, if you know some of the key words or some of the key terms that are used in, egg incubation, and I didn't mention them, you can type them in the comment section. If you have any questions as we move on, you can type in the comment section, okay? All right, so one of the things you need to know is voltage, okay? Okay, let me list those ones here. So one of the things is voltage, okay? So once you are working with equipment, gadgets, you will come across voltage. We have current, like electricity, the current of an electricity. Then we have power, okay? So what is the power of the machine, And then we have rated power, okay? And then we have voltage surge, okay? And then we have polarity, okay? So under polarity, you have live, neutral, positive, negative, okay? Okay, and then you come across candling, okay? We explained incubation period and hatching period. We explained the differences, and then as we move on, I'll add some to the list, okay? If you know some of them too, you can let us know, okay? Be keeping the time. 7:30, we are out of here. All right, so first I'll talk about voltage, okay? Voltage. So every electric machine, okay, you come across voltage. You have to talk about voltage, be it your heater, be it your humidifier, or anything. You need to talk about voltage, okay? Now, when it comes to voltage, we have many levels of voltage, all right? We have the kilovolts. We have let me step it down. So we have 380 volts, okay? The unit for voltage is volts, okay? Volts. And then the symbol is capital V, okay? Capital V. All right, so we have, there's 380 volts, there's 240 volts, you come across 220 volts, okay, 12 volts, 24 volts. What again? There's 110 volts, okay? So there are many levels of voltage, all right? But since we are in Ghana, I'm going to let you know which one we deal in, okay? This one is high voltage. This one is...
Someone said the dash. What word is that?
Oh, it's not a word. I'm just trying to separate Okay, so polarity. Polarity, this is one group. I was just trying to separate. So this and then this. Okay. So we have many types of votes, okay, vote ratings. So this one is high voltage or high volts, okay. Usually the big machines in the factories, they use it, all right. So we are not going to be using this at our level. We will not use this, okay, because this is high voltage for the big factories. Yeah, so this one is for the factory level. Then in Ghana, 220 volts, 240 volts are for the domestic stroke small scale. Okay, domestic stroke small scale. Domestic is a normal house. Okay, in your normal house, the socket you see, okay, that socket in your wall, that is like this, no, with 3 holes like this, and then a switch. This socket, no, the voltage that comes out of it is actually 220 to 250 volts. Okay, it's a range. It doesn't stay on one voltage. Our country voltage is not stable like that, so it's a range. Okay, so anything between even sometimes as low as 200 volts. Okay, so anything between 220 volts and 250 volts is for domestic use. Okay, the reason why I said small scale is that sometimes we have some machines that we use for our commercial purpose, like those who do make juice at their house. Okay, someone makes juice, package it, he has this juicing machine. Some people have portable packaging machines. Okay, those ones are for small scale, so like small scale factory. Okay, so small scale, domestic use, they use 220 to 250 volts. Okay, and then we have 110 volts. Okay, yes, 110 volts. You see, every country and the voltage it chooses to use due to after some calculations. Okay, so Ghana, we use this, and most African countries we use this. Okay, but in US they use 110 volts. Okay, all right. It's necessary to talk about this because sometimes we import stuff from US. Okay, so be careful. The machines you order from US, make sure you check the voltage. Okay, and I'll show you why you have to check your voltage before plugging anything into your power supply. Okay, so in US they use 110 volts. We have 12 volts also. Okay, most of you are familiar with 12 volts. That has to do with the DC batteries. Okay, 24 volts is also a DC battery. We also have 48 volts, and the rest. All right, so what is voltage? Voltage is most of us here are, excuse me to say, like not so technical, so I'll use the simple words. Okay, voltage is, let's say, the power, or the force that comes out of your power sockets. If I say power socket, that thing on your wall that has the three holes and the switch. So this is what I'm calling socket. What comes out of it to power your equipment is what comes out of it to power your system is the voltage. Okay, is the voltage. So is the voltage. So as I said, in many of our homes, what we get is 220 volts to 240 volts. Okay, good. Now, the reason why you must check your voltage before plugging anything inside is that if you plug anything outside this range, if you plug anything outside this range into it, it will either not work or it will blow up. It will either not work or it will blow up. Is my sound okay? Is my sound okay? Please, those of you
Yes, it's
on our
okay.
live, it's okay. All right. So I'm looking for any electrical appliance here I can use to demonstrate. Anything we plug.
There's a question. An incubator with F35 200 watt
Good.
heater, mist maker.
Extension board.
Okay, is it about voltage? Is a question on voltage? No. Okay, so we want to finish fast and leave you. So
Okay, so a question. So in case my power comes down, should I say it's low current or low voltage rather?
Okay. So we'll come to that.
Okay.
Remind me, we'll come to that. So any equipment you have, okay, you have to check. It's usually written at where the power cable is. Okay, the voltage that has to be fed into the appliance. Okay, so for example, since we are talking about incubators, let's bring one of the controllers. Bring the W3001. Okay, so since we are dealing with incubators, I have a thermostat here. Yesterday we spoke about it. Okay, usually if you turn the back, it is always stated the voltage that it operates on. Okay, so let me show it here first. So if you come here, you see there are options. Okay, but they've ticked this one. Is it clear?
No.
They have ticked this one. Yes, this particular one. So what, if you can see, I'll write what they ticked there. What they ticked is 110 volts all the way to 220 volts. Okay, no problem. If you can see, I won't waste time. So what is written there is that you can feed it with any voltage between 110 volts to 220 volts. That's what is written at the back. So having this information, what it means is that that socket in my house, okay, that socket at home, okay, if I should plug this to it, I am safe because it is rated 220 volts. Okay, so let's say this one was rated, let's say 12 volts. Okay, this one, assuming they've written that it needs 12 volts, if I should plug this 12 volts into 220 volts, okay, into 220 volts, it means I'm trying to feed 220 volts into this small 12 volts, which is too much. So because the voltage is too much for it, it will see it as over voltage. Okay, it will see it as over voltage, and then it will blow up. Any safety mechanism in it, it will blow it up. So before you use any of your parts to work, just make sure you check what voltage are they saying it is. Okay, most of you have done that mistake. Some of you will not buy from Mykit shop, you go and buy online, and then they'll give you any voltage, they'll give you anything, you receive it, you are happy, you plug it, no, boom. It's not good. Stick to a good supplier like Mykit shop.
There's a question.
Okay,
What would be the voltage of an incubator with F35 fan, 200 watt heater, mist maker, and a complete motor?
okay, and complete motor. You see, all the things he mentioned, if he had bought them or if he has them, he should look on them. You'll see that maybe they've written 220 volts on it. Okay, what he mentioned are watts. Watt. We'll talk about it. This one is watts. the power, okay, but now it's voltage we are talking about. So Mykit shop, we know that we are in Ghana. The right things we have to buy and supply to our customers, we have them. So our staff are mostly 220 volts, okay. So if you buy from Mykit shop, you have no worries, you can just use, you know, but for safety reasons, anytime you get an appliance, check. And then so all those he mentioned, F25, because they are from my kit shop, they are 220 volts, okay, they are 220 volts. Yes, so as I told you, if you bring a lower voltage appliance into a higher voltage thing, it will blow the appliance, okay. If you bring a higher voltage thing, let's say this one, they wrote 280 volts, sorry, let's say they wrote 380 volts, okay. This one that is giving 220 volts is lower than this, so it cannot power this. So whatever it is that you plug here, it will not work. It will not work because it will see it as low voltage, okay. It will see it as low voltage. Now I'll quickly talk about current.
Is there a difference between wattage and voltage?
Yes, big difference, but they are friends. So we'll come to that. They are friends. There are some three friends we'll talk about, okay. So let me quickly talk about current. So current is like the blood flowing through the wires and those things. There are some charges, electrons running through. When you plug it and you switch it on, the charges, the electrons that pass through the cables for the thing to work, okay, the movement of it is what we call current, okay. Yeah, I'll not go deeper into that. So that's current. And as I said, this one, the symbol is V, okay. Current is I, capital I, okay. And then power is P, capital P. All right. So power gives us the idea of the consumption of the appliance. So every equipment has its rated power written there, okay. Its rated power written there, has its rated power written there, okay. So if you take your iron, the power is there. It is written in the unit for power is watts, okay. Unit for power is watts, okay.
Please, can you do math of power consumption of 30 watt heater for 24 hours?
Can what?
Can you do a math of power consumption of 30 watt heater for 24 hours?
Okay, all right. If I follow the questions, we'll not finish in 30 minutes. Okay, so
9 minutes more.
come again.
9 minutes more.
9 minutes more. Okay, all right. Probably we'll do small overtime for So I'll come back to that question. So what? Okay. So now the three friends I was talking about, they are these. Okay. So power, and the relationship between them is that power is equal to current times voltage. Current times voltage. Okay. Current times voltage. So if you multiply current by the voltage, you should get your power. Okay. Okay. So let's say you have an equipment, and the equipment, they've written 1000 watts at the back. Okay. The power of the equipment is 1000 watts. Okay, that is how much consumption, electrical consumption it takes. Okay, and then you know that your voltage from your socket is what? 220 volts. Okay, so P is equal to this. The voltage from our socket is equal to 220 volts. So if you are interested in finding out how much current that equipment pulls, what you do is you use this. Okay, so that will be I is equal to what? Okay, so P is equal to IV. Make I the subject. I is equal to P over V. I'm taking you back to mathematics. So that current we are looking for will be equal to the power, which is 1000 watts, divided by the voltage, which is 220 volts. Okay, so if you do the mathematics, can someone do it for us in the comment section? What is this? So it means the current that this pulls is, I think my people will do it for me. Has anyone answered? This one is mental. Mental.
5.
What? 5. It will be.
Hey, sorry, I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, no one has answered.
No. 4.5.
4.5. Yo. So 4.5, and the unit is capital A. Okay, amps. Okay, or ampere. All right. So this is the relationship between power, current, and then voltage. Okay, this is necessary for you because now that we are encouraging you to make your own incubators, after you make your machine, you have to know what amount of power is my incubator consuming, what amount of current is my incubator consuming. Is it too much to cause high electrical bills, or it's low? Okay, because one goal will be to produce efficient incubators that will consume less electricity. Who agrees with me? Yes. So it's very important for you to know these things. Okay, Monica, get me the power consumption calculator. We have a device. When you plug it to your power, we don't have it here. Okay, bring it. We have a device. Sorry. No, don't. Okay. We have a device that looks like this. This is a timer switch. Okay, but we have a device that looks like this. Okay. This is a timer switch. Okay, but we have a different one that looks like this. It is used to calculate the power consumption of anything you plug here. Okay, so for instance, this one will go to your socket. Okay, then you connect your incubator to this. So this one will read whatever power or current your incubator consumes. All right, so that at the end of the day or at the end of the month, you'll be using it to judge your machine whether it's consuming too much or too less. Okay, and the good thing will be that your machine will work efficiently and still consume just low electricity. Okay, so so this is how it looks like. Okay, we sell it at Mykit shop, and the price is just a little over 300 cedis, a little over, that's 200 to 300 cedis. All right, so this is how it is. So some of you who have fridge, you want to know how much power your fridge consumes, you plug it to this, it will tell you. It has a way you can set it in cedis, and then it will tell you how much cedis your machine is consuming. It's very useful. Okay, so you can get to our website, this is our website, myghplug.com. If you go there, you'll see all these things we sell. All right, you'll see all these things we sell. All right, so moving forward, someone was saying I should calculate something. All right, so what was the question again? Can we
do a math of power consumption of 30 watt heater?
So the heater is 30 watts.
Yes, for 24 hours.
Okay, and the duration, you see, if you are talking about consumption, that means you are looking at a particular period. you can't compare the consumption of a machine for 24 hours to 1 month. Okay, so when you ask anybody about consumption, just like our viewer did, the correct thing is to add the duration you are looking at. So he said 24 hours. 24 hours. Okay, in Ghana. So I'm assuming this is 220 volts. Okay, we're assuming it's a 220 volt appliance. All right, and then the power is 30 watts. So now we are looking at the consumption. All right, if you are looking at the consumption, it is expressed in watts or watts hour, okay, or kilowatts hour. So it depends on the unit you want it, and it's simply a multiplication. Okay, so you multiply the power by the time. Okay. The power by the time. So if you are saying this thing consumes 30 watts, how much power it consumes, you will express it hour in hour. So this one will simply be 30 watts times the duration, which
60
is
times 24.
60.
60 seconds times 24.
No, we need it in hours.
Okay.
We need it in hours. So since this is already in 24 hours, it is here 24 hours. All right. If it was in minutes, we'll have to convert it to hours before coming to multiply. Yes. So watts times hour, 24 hours. So you get what? 30 times 24.
720.
Yes. So you are getting 720 watts hour.
What? Is it per hour?
No,
720.
watt hour.
Oh.
You express it as watt hour. So assuming it is 60 minutes. Let's say no. Let me use let's say 30 minutes. Assuming he wanted it for 30 minutes. 30 minutes in hours is what? If 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour, what will be 30 minutes?
0.5.
0.5. Okay, 0.5 hours. So you bring it to hours before you come and multiply by the watts. So it will be 30 watts times 0.5 hours, which will be what?
15.
Yes, so 15 watts hour. Okay, good. So let's quickly move on to the next one.
Someone said it should be 30 times 24 over 1,000.
If you are doing over 1,000, that means you express it in kilowatts hour.
That's what he said.
So it's the same thing. We got what?
720.
Come again.
720
720 what? Watt hour. 720 watt hour. Okay. So if you want to say it in kilowatt hour, what do? You divide by 1,000. 1, 2, 3. So you get 0.72 kilowatt hour. So this and this are the same. Can we move on?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are looking at rated power. Another important thing, rated power. Okay, so let's say you are making your incubator. You have to sit and calculate all the power of the power consumption of all the various components. So yesterday we said that for a good incubator, it should have what? A good incubator should have what? Heater,
Heater control,
humidity So humidifier. Okay, motor. What again? Ventilation fan. So let's say fan. What else? Exhaust fan to control overheating. Okay, just to mention a few. Okay, so let's say I've made an incubator and I've put all these things inside. Okay, now I have to sit down. What is the wattage of the heater I used? Let's say 100 watts. Okay, then let me show you 100 watt heater. So yesterday I couldn't show you 100 watt heater. So this is a 100 watt heater. Okay, these are where we connect the wires. So this 100 watt heater. Okay, so let's say I have this heater in my machine. Then I'm using a humidifier. Where is the humidifier? So let's say the humidifier I'm using is humidity pipe. So this is a humidifier. Okay, now for the humidifiers from Mykit shop, the voltage is written here, the wattage is written here. Okay, so 220 volts and then 100 watts. Okay, that's 100 with a big W. So let's say I'm using this in my incubator. So what is the wattage? It's also 100 watts. Okay, then if you have,
so does manual incubator needs all these elements?
manual incubator, no, because it's a manual, no. Motor will turn it for you, but you said manual, so motor is out. Okay, humidifier, you said manual, so that means you will pour water inside, so you don't need this. Okay, but definitely you need this because you can't put charcoal in the incubator and fan it. You need a heater. So as for heater, you need. Okay, let's move on. So motor, let's say I have a motor from Mykit shop. Our motor is just 28 watts. Okay, that's the beautiful thing about Mykit shop. We bring things that will not consume a lot of
Please, can
okay.
I use the 100 watt heater in a fridge to hatch my eggs, and how large should it be?
How large should, okay, let me finish with this and then I'll come to that. So let's say our fan is 40 watts. Okay, 40 watts. You know, Mykit shop, our things, we know the wattages. And then let's say our fan consumption of that incubator that I made. Okay, this is the total power of that. But
Sorry, 272 rather.
272.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Hey, so someone gave wrong answer.
Yes.
Hey. So yes, 272 watts. Okay, good. Now, if they ask you what is the power, the rated power of your machine, you are not going to say this. Okay.
The call cuts the YouTube.
Hang up.
Cuts the YouTube if they can hear your voice.
Those on YouTube, those watching us on YouTube, please, can you hear my voice? Please let us know if you can hear my voice. Okay, so this is the total power consumption, power of your incubator in case everything is working at the same time. Okay, but the beautiful thing is that they don't work at the same time. Okay, for instance, this motor, if you are buying from Mykit, we'll teach you that this motor is not on 24/7. Okay, this motor is not on 24/7. It rests for 90 minutes and then comes on and work for only 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. And then after working 90 minutes and then work for 2 minutes and then to stop. So the motor, for instance, it does not work 24/7. Okay, so those on YouTube, please, can you hear my voice? If you can't hear me, kindly let us know and then we'll work on the audio. Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks for the feedback. Yes, so the motor, do you get it? It does not work 24/7. All right, it works according to time. The humidifier, it does not work 24/7. Okay, it will wait. Yesterday we spoke about it. The humidifier, it only works when your humidity is low. Okay, because its job is to increase your humidity. So it will not stay on 24/7. No, unless it is 40. If it's 40, then it will stay on, which is bad. All right, so it will, the controller, can I get that, the yellow one? So it is the controller that will tell the humidifier that, oh, it's time, come and work small. Okay, this is a very powerful controller. Just this only at Mykit shop. This is the best price in Ghana. All right, so it is a controller that will tell the humidifier that, no, your humidity is low, work, come on and work for some minutes. It will come on, work for some minutes, maybe 10 minutes. When it builds the humidity to the point we want, then it will go off. When it goes off, it will wait again for the humidity to come down, then it will come on. Okay, so this does not stay on 24/7. No. The same with the heater. The heater only works when the temperature is low. Okay, please don't forget to like and share. Okay, if you like what I'm doing, kindly double tap on the screen. Okay, it gives me more motivation. All right, so the same way, the controller will tell your heater, oh, the heat is okay, go off, rest small. And whenever it is off, it does not consume electricity. Okay, good. So when the temperature is low, then the controller will tell the heater, come on, work for some minutes again. Then it will work. When it gets to the temperature we want, 37.8, it will go off. Okay, the same with the exhaust fan. The exhaust fan only works when you have overheating. Okay, so the controller will tell the exhaust fan, the heat is too much, come on, pull some of the heat out of the box, then it will work. After some minutes, the controller will tell the exhaust fan, oh, it's okay, you can go off and rest. Okay, this fan, because of the importance of uniform heat, this fan always stays on. Okay, 24/7. I mean, whenever as long as the incubator is on, the circulation fan is supposed to be on. That's what I recommend, especially for incubators that are 200 eggs and above. Okay, but for the 50 eggs and below, you can do away with the fan. All right, but for 200 eggs and above, your circulation fan must always be on. Anytime the machine is on, your circulation fan must be on. That is why it is important to use the right fan, because there are some fans that work, and as they work, they give off heat. Okay, every machine will give off heat, but some fans will give a lot of heat, which is bad because it will be adding unnecessary heat to your incubator and your eggs will be sweating, and if you don't take care, your eggs will cook. All right, that is why Mykit shop has these circulation fans in stock. This one can handle from 500 eggs to 1100 eggs. Okay, very, very good fan. It can run for you 2 years, and you are still using it. We have this one also. Okay, this one can handle 350 eggs and below. Okay, it's a very good fan. They work and then they don't give off or the right word is they don't emit unnecessary heat. Okay, they emit heat but very low. But the other fans that most people call fridge fan and the other ones, they give off heat. Okay, so the fan you choose is very important because the fan has to be on for a long time. So if it's a fan that generates heat, it is a bad idea to use that fan. Good. So are you guessing what I'm trying to arrive at? So the actual power that your incubator will pull is not this. Will it be more or it will be less? It will be less. It will be less because not everything is working 24/7. As I said, the controller controls them. So some will be working for some time. Some so in a day, the calculation we did, the person said 24 hours.
Yeah.
So that means in 24 hours, the amount of power the fan will pull, okay, we say it will be on for 24 hours. So fine, it will pull, that's 40 times 24 hours, and you get your watt hour. Okay, if you want kilowatt hour, you put. But if you come to something like the heater, you can't do that calculation. You can't do it times 24 hours because it did not work for 24 hours in a day. You get it? So in a day, if you want to know how much consumption this one consumed, you need the device I showed you. Okay, you need the device I showed you. That one will help you to know the kilowatt hour that your heater consumed in what? In a day. Okay, good. So actually, what power your machine consumes, okay, if it's a good machine, it will be less than this, and that is what you can call rated power. Okay, so this is the total power in case everything is working. Okay, but the rated power is less than this, simply because not everything will be working at the same time. Some will be working, some will be off, some will be resting, some will be running. You get my point? So that is the thing about the total power and the rated power. I hope my explanation is going well. Okay, so you can we'll leave the video on YouTube. You can always go back and watch. We are almost finishing. Is there a question I've not answered?
Yes.
Okay.
Please, can I use the 100-watt heater in a fridge to hatch my egg, and how large should it be?
How large should the fridge be? Okay, so I'll say for beginners, please don't use fridge. For beginners, don't use fridge unless you are very technically good. Then you can use the fridge, simply because the fridge is very well insulated, very well insulated. So if you don't take care, the heat will build up in your fridge, and you'll be having issues with overheating, cooking of the eggs and all that. So for beginners, I always advise them, don't use fridge, use your wooden box. It's a very good thing. With wooden box, you don't have headache with overheating. All right, so yes, you can use 100 watts, yes, but only when you are skillful. Okay, only when you are skillful, and when you have good ventilation. Okay, now let's talk about power surge. Okay, so power surge, remember we said the socket here is going, and the voltage coming from here is what? It's what?
220.
220 volts to what?
240.
240
I joined
volts.
the class in taxi from
Hey,
Navrongo to Bolga.
hey, thank you, my Navrongo and Bolga friends. Thank you so much for joining.
Westlink Multimedia, nice explanation.
Oh, thank you so much. We'll be doing this training often, okay, at least every two days, okay, at least every 2 days. So double tap on the screen, like and share, and then if you have gift, you can gift me some. Okay. All right. So remember we said the voltage coming from this is what? Is within this range. Okay. Do you know that sometimes the voltage we get from ECG, it goes up and goes down. The voltages that are coming to our houses, it goes up and goes down. You can see it in your light bulbs sometimes. Okay, show them this light bulb. Okay, don't show. Your normal light bulb, you see that sometimes you'll be there and the light bulb will be coming dim. Okay, sometimes you then to brighten more. Okay, that is evident that your voltage, the voltage that is coming to the house, is fluctuating. The word is fluctuating or dancing. Fluctuating. Okay, so there are some areas their voltage is not stable. Okay, it's not stable within this, it fluctuates. Some areas their voltages drop all the way to 200 volts and even 195 volts. Okay, so if you have situations like this, that's what the lay people say: low current, low current, low current. Okay, low current, low current. The actual thing is low voltage. Okay, if you have low voltage in the area, you see that your appliances are not working well. Your light bulbs, small time they'll dim. My viewers, do some of you experience that in your areas? If you experience that, it's under voltage. Under voltage, that means the voltage you are getting from ECG, it is lower than this one. 220 going down, 200, even 195, it going down. That's under voltage or low voltage. Good. In the same way, the voltage can go up above 240. Okay, that's over voltage or the voltage surge. Surge means like, it has shot up. It has shot up. And what can happen when your voltage shoots up? Let's say you've plugged your incubator here. Let's say you've plugged your incubator here and something happens and ECG systems give you a voltage that is, let's say, 270 volts. What will happen to your appliance, your incubator? What will happen to your incubator, my viewers?
The fuse might melt or
Exactly. So if you have, the word is if you have fuse in your equipment or in your socket, the fuse will protect you. The fuse will rather spoil so that your appliance will not spoil. Okay, so I like your answer. You said fuse. Okay, so Mykit shop, we sell fuse, we sell breakers. These are things that protect your system. Okay, you just don't make your incubator and then direct wire you go and plug. No, we teach you the right things to do. Do you have breaker? Breaker. Okay,
yes.
please bring breaker. Let me show them. Okay. Yes. So Mykit shop, when you are buying things from Mykit shop and we are advising you, oh, you need this, you need this. It's not that we want to make more sales or we want to finish your money. No, we think ahead and then try to give you protective systems. Okay. So we have something like this, which is a breaker. Okay. If you have this breaker on your incubator, you'll notice that whenever there's power surge, okay, whenever your voltage surge, whenever your voltage goes up and your appliances are supposed to blow and all that, this one will trip. This is on. Okay, automatically, if the voltage shoots up, this one automatically to switch off and cut the power and cut the flow so that the high voltage coming will not go to your incubator. Okay, yes. So these are some of the things we encourage our customers to buy. But some are still stubborn. They think I want to take all their money and they say, no, I don't want this. Remove this from the list. I don't want that. No, please, next time, just try and put some of these protective things in your incubator. And then when you are sleeping, you can sleep. It's not now that you'll be afraid. You're at workplace, you'll be afraid. Hey, somebody should go and off my TV, or somebody should go and off my incubator. No, if you have some of these systems, you know that you are safe. Okay, so that's the thing about voltage surge.
Okay. So there are some questions.
Okay.
The first one is, can the exhaust fan be used for circulation in small size incubators?
Yes. So you would check. Okay, you have to check if indeed it's able to do the job. Okay, when you open your box, you put your hand to feel around the top, the bottom. If the fan is able to blow air to reach those places, then fine. So the overheating fan, let's say 50 eggs, 60 eggs and below, it can do the job. But 100 and above, I'll not recommend.
Which one is better to use, humidity fan or mist maker?
Okay, good question. Get me the exhaust fan and I'll show them what we are calling exhaust fan. Most people call it amplifier cooling fan. All right. So this is the exhaust fan. Those of you who don't know, this is what we are talking about. Okay. It blows gently and slowly, not pull like that. No. That's why it's good for controlling overheating. Okay. So the question about, that's a very broad question. I mean, it requires a lot of analysis before you can answer. Yesterday we tried and we explained part of it. Okay, so please, we'll talk about it in another session. Okay, because you have to look at the humidity and temperature of your climate where the machine is, whether it's in Accra, Sunyani. You look at the average humidity of that area before you select. If you were in our live yesterday, we explained it, but today I want to go according to this. Another time I'll touch on that.
I have a 2 feet by 4 feet by 2 feet box. I want to use for an incubator. What controllers and heaters will you recommend for me to build a fully automated incubator?
Okay. So that's the last answer, and then we close. So
which fan is good for 1,000 to 2,000 capacity egg incubator?
Okay, so for 1,000 eggs, that's the F35. Okay, I showed it. And then for the 2,000 eggs, you go with the ceiling fan. Okay, you mount it at the back and let it blow towards the door. Okay, so we have all those ones in stock, and we can show you how to mount them in your box.
What size of breaker is suitable for incubator?
Size of breaker. Yeah, so you have to look at the size of the incubator, the kind of things you use, the kind of parts, their wattage, and then we select a breaker for you. So it's not a straightforward answer, but this is the breaker that most of my people use. From 1 egg to 10,000 eggs, you can use this breaker. Okay, you can use this breaker.
Can you build an incubator for us when we buy the materials from you? Let's say 200 capacity incubator.
For the small incubators below 500 eggs, I would not be in good position to do that. Okay, so if you are looking at 500 eggs and above, yes, I have people who can do that.
Please, symbol of bull.
Symbol of bull.
Yeah.
Bull.
Bull.
I don't know what he means, but bull is an animal, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he wanted to spell something else.
What is the best position to mount a fan in an incubator?
Okay, so that's also a very big question, but as much as possible, avoid very narrow and tall incubators. Okay, if your incubator is standing like this, like a standing fridge,
Maybe
and you
hold
on, Bob, hold on. Yeah, if your incubator is standing long like this and you put your fan here, okay, and the eggs come tray by tray by tray by tray by tray, you can imagine after you put in the eggs, for the air to blow and flow through, it cannot get to the eggs here. You get it? So as much as possible, avoid the long ones, okay? If it's going to be long, rather extend the box, make it shorter, and the trays that will be here, bring them here. So you have tray here, tray here, tray here, tray here, tray here, tray here. Then your fan will be here, okay? Then you get a good fan, it can blow through. So
Symbol of bulb.
symbol of bulb. Symbol of bulb. It depends whether you are sketching it or something. Okay. Or in the circuit diagram, you can go with this. Hey, my people are testing me now. Okay.
Oh, this
So,
one.
okay.
The
All right.
next question.
Hold on. So, with the in best position, some people also go with this. They put the fan here, okay, just so that the trays are here, tray. So any position that you can do so that the circulation air can reach every point of the incubator, it's good. Yes. Some also put the fan at the back before the trays come. Tray. So the fan is behind this thing and the door is like this. Okay. So you look at a number of things before you position your fan.
The humidity pipe and mist maker would
Yes.
would depend on your environment.
Yes. So let me quickly finish this and then we close. Let me quickly finish it. So polarity is where you have your live and neutral. Okay. So usually the one beside the switch, but I don't want to say that. So assuming this is live, this is neutral. This is what? My viewers, the top one is usually what? This is live, neutral. The top one is what?
Head.
Earth. Did someone answer?
No.
Okay. So
Yes, someone did.
So Earth. Okay. So Earth. So when you talk about polarity, that's what you are looking at, the live, neutral. And then if you are looking at DC systems, okay, the battery, 12 volts, 220 volts, 12 volts, 24 volts, those ones, you are looking at positive and negative. Okay. So in our subsequent trainings, we'll come across these things, okay, connect this wire to live, connect this to neutral, connect this to positive, negative. Yeah. So we'll come to all those things. And then one thing is candling, okay. If you are doing incubation, you'll come across candling. That is where you want to monitor the growth of the embryo, okay. So from day one, it's difficult to tell whether the egg is fertile, whether the egg is good or not. It's very difficult to tell. So usually you put the eggs in your incubator, and then from 7 days going, if you do your candling, you can be able to tell the good eggs from the bad ones, and you have to remove the bad ones so that they don't get rotten and then infect the other eggs, okay. So candling simply means you get a source of light. The light shouldn't be the light that produces a lot of heat, okay. So because of that, we have special torch here we call candler, okay, and not so expensive, that currently 40 cedis. Yes. So it has this thing like a funnel. You turn off the light in the room, and then you put your egg on top of it, okay, and then you switch on the light. So if you do that in the dark, you'll be able to see signs of growth in your egg if it's good, and you will not see signs if your egg is bad, okay. If your egg is bad, you see that it's clear, nothing, you will not see anything. Sometimes you see a red ring, okay, that's a bad sign, okay. But if it is good, you see that the egg is there on the candler. There's a candler. Then you see a black spot. The black spot will be moving small. Then you see blood veins growing out of the black spot. Okay, so that's the embryo. Okay, that's the embryo. And then there's something like this. That's the air pocket. That's where the embryo breathes from. Okay, so in our next meetings we'll be showing you some of these things, because this air pocket is very, very important. The way you position your egg is very important. There are some positions you put your egg, it will collapse the air pocket, and then your embryo will die because it will suffocate. Okay, so we'll show you all these things. Just make sure anytime we share our link or we invite you to our live, you join the live.
Can you use two F35 circulation fan for 2,000 capacity?
Yes, you can. You can do that. You can do that. All right. So I thank you all. This was supposed to be a 30-minute session, but I thank you all for staying with us. How many followers? Viewers.
13.
On
13.
YouTube 9.
And YouTube now. Okay, thank you so much. I'll leave the video on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, so that you can always refer to it. All right, and our next meeting will communicate it. If you are not on our WhatsApp group,
Someone's asking what's the correct day for checking the eggs?
Yes,
The fan date, 7 days.
yeah, 7 days going. So if you are very experienced, 5 days you can see it. But not all of us are very experienced, so you wait 7 days. As for 10 days, you can see it clear. Okay, you can see it clear. So 7 days going, 14 days, you can see it clearly. So at 7 days, if you see it and you doubt and you want to give the egg chance, you can wait and then do it on maybe 12th day or 14th day. If by this time the egg is still clear, no sign, then the egg will not work. Okay, the egg will not hatch. All right, so it's been Semeko. Yes, it's been Semeko with you from 7 p.m. and then thanks for staying with us.
Honorable Eduku said he candles his in 3 days.
3 days. Hey, my boss, I salute you. 3 days. That's wonderful. Yes. If you are very experienced as honorable, yes, you can see it in 3 days. But the thing is that the beginners, if you tell them 3 days, 5 days, and they don't see anything and they throw the eggs away, so that is just the reason why I was talking about 7 days. Okay, but as experienced as our honorable, he does his own at 3 days. For that one, he's sure and he's able to do the sorting at that time. Thank you so much.
Just arrived and class is over.
Oh, get on our YouTube channel. I'll post it there. I'll post the video there. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.